guys, welcome back to Vicariously Vintage Acres. This is part 2 of my healing journey. I will link below part 1 where I started on a raw B-complex vitamin. Shortly after I started that, I also started on CoQ10 after doing a lot of research. I remember years ago when I worked at GNC that CoQ10 was like the everything in the vitamin and mineral and supplement world, and it was just good for everything. So I started doing some research on that, and it is mainly touted for, sorry, something flew in and flew away. It's touted mainly for its cardiovascular benefits. As a matter of fact, the one that I got says high-intensity omega-3 plus CoQ10 to support cardiovascular health. So I bought the Nordic Naturals brand, and this is like a gel cap, soft gel. This is more expensive than any of the other supplements that I've gotten. However, it was on sale at Sprouts for 25% off. They are running a 25% off all of their supplements and vitamins, all their health stuff. So I was able to stock up yesterday on CoQ10, raw B-complex. I do a zinc for my son for his immunity, and a few other things I'm working on trying to still help myself. So this is the Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega plus CoQ10. It's got 1,280 milligrams of omega-3 plus 100 milligrams of CoQ10. This is non-GMO verified, third-party purity tested. So I actually, like I said, I started this right after, just a few days after I started the vitamin D. This stuff doesn't smell very good. This is what each of the gel caps looks like. I don't know if that's gonna... Anyway, so it's a pretty big capsule. I started using this, and in addition to the B-complex, I have really started to feel great. I did come down with a cold last week. Whenever I get my allergies, it always turns into a cold, so I always say that I have an allergy-induced cold. However, I have noticed a considerable difference in my amount of energy and the way I can breathe. I'm breathing a lot better, especially at night, since taking both the CoQ10 and the raw B-complex. I did buy some ginseng, I think it was ginseng, that I'm going to work on incorporating that in. Again, I check everything on drugs.com. I think it's drugs.com. It might be drug.com. I will link that below as well, because one of them is a good website and the other one is not a good website. So I run everything through that database to see if anything is going to interact with anything else, because the last thing I want to do is one step forward and 5 steps back, and every time I get sick it seems like it is 5 steps back. So that's what I've started again. Do your research. Do not rely on what I say. Talk to your doctor or your natural health practitioner or whoever you need to make sure that what I'm using for me might work for you if you're having issues. CoQ10 is supposed to be good for immunity. It's supposed to be good for rebuilding your cells. It's supposed to be good for so many things outside of the cardiovascular health. And I think part of the reason why is when you build up your cardiovascular health, you build up your immunity, you build up your other things. The body is so intricate that every little thing that goes wrong in your body has a tendency to affect other things. If your adrenals are shot, then that's going to affect every other aspect of your life and what your body does. The biggest thing you have to remember is to listen to your body. We as a society we've come to a point where we no longer listen to our body, and it's become detrimental to our health. We're eating really junky food. We are leading hectic lives. We are always stressed. We are always worried. We are wreaking havoc on our bodies, and we are no longer listening to what our bodies need. Our bodies will tell us when we need to quit. Our bodies will tell us what is happening if we listen. And I've been working on that myself for years, because for a while I quit listening to my body too. None of us are perfect. And so I'm reaching a point in my life where I am listening extra hard, and I am working on what I feel like my body needs to do. So starting to get better. I've got this cold. It's lasting a little bit longer than I like it to. And I will see you soon for part 3 of my health and healing journey. So thank you for following along. We'll see you next time.